Warmer weather is on its way. Good news for everyone who has a bit of cabin fever after a record-breaking winter for some, but humans are not the only ones who managed to survive. News 18's Brittany Tyner reports when it comes to insects and pests, the weather ahead of us will determine how bad it is, not the weather from the past. Brittany?
Dan, we've had bone-chilling temperatures throughout much of winter, but if you think the extra cold winter will mean fewer mosquitoes or fewer Japanese beetles, you may want to think again.
People will often say we've had a really brutal winter like we have had this year. How is that going to affect the population of insects during the summer and the springtime?
Between the sleet, snow, and cold temperatures, Indiana certainly hasn't had it easy this winter. But surprisingly, the consistent cold temperatures won't have much of an impact on the insect populations for this spring and summer.
Where they find places that get them out of the cold. Those that have to stay in the cold have developed ways that they can change their blood such that it won't freeze. And they've developed something very similar to our antifreeze that we put in cars.
In fact, the snow will actually help the insects and pests. Integrated pest management specialist in entomology, Dr. Timothy Gibb, says the snow has acted like an insulated blanket for some, which will help them survive.
The temperatures below that snow are actually warmer than above. And so if insects are residing in that area, it will actually be warmer for them with a snow blanket than without.
Gibbs says the insect outlook will really be determined by the weather this spring. He says the fluctuating temperatures could send the insects in and out of their dormant stage.
It's during those times where we have a thaw, freeze cycle, several of those in a row. I think those make it much more difficult for an insect to survive.
As for possibly the most annoying pest we're all wondering about, the outlook for mosquitoes really depends on precipitation. Gibbs says springtime rains have more of an effect on mosquito populations than winter's cold. Brittany Tyner, News 18.